The first rule of the Interstellar Exchange program was simple: think before you speak. Unfortunately for me, no one had warned us that sometimes thinking and speaking could become the same thing. I was standing in the Grand Assembly Hall of Kepri Station, a vast ring-shaped structure floating between Earth and the Vega Corridor. The ceiling shimmered with artificial starlight, and dozens of species filled the tiered seats: feathered diplomats, crystalline scholars, beings made of liquid light. Humanity had waited centuries for this moment, full admission into the galactic concord. At the center of it all stood Ambassador Sorel. She was the first alien I had ever seen up close. Tall, elegant, with skin like polished obsidian shot through with faint silver veins, she looked both ancient and ageless. Her eyes, 4 of them, arranged in a symmetrical pattern, glowed softly, as if lit from within. She wore a mantle of shifting geometric symbols that rearranged themselves as she moved. I was not supposed to be here. I was a junior xenolinguistics analyst, assigned to monitor neural translation output and flag any anomalies. Basically, I was there to make sure no one accidentally insulted an entire civilization by mistranslating a greeting. Irony, it turned out, has a wicked sense of humor. As Ambassador Sorel addressed the assembly, her voice resonated directly inside our minds through the Concorde's psionic relay. "We welcome humanity," she projected calmly. "Your species has shown resilience, creativity, and an unusual capacity for hope." The hall hummed with approval. Earth's delegation smiled, cameras drifted closer, and my console displayed stable translation metrics. Then she turned her gaze briefly, impossibly, directly toward me. And that's when the thought slipped out. "She's beautiful." I didn't say it aloud. My lips never moved. But the moment the thought formed, my console screamed. Psionic leak detected. Source: human, station sector 3. Before I could even process what had happened, the room went silent. Every species in the hall froze. Ambassador Sorel stopped mid-sentence. Her 4 eyes widened, the silver veins in her skin flaring bright white. "Who said that?" Her voice echoed, not just in minds now, but through the hall's atmospheric speakers. My heart slammed against my ribs. Humans weren't supposed to broadcast unfiltered thoughts. Our species had weak, erratic psionic potential at best. That was the whole reason we needed translators. Earth's ambassador looked confused. Security drones activated, their lenses sweeping the audience. I tried to sink into my seat, wishing desperately for invisibility. But Sorel raised one long, delicate hand. "No," she said softly. "Do not search." She took a step closer to the edge of the platform, eyes still locked on me. The thought came from there. Every head turned. If embarrassment could kill, I would have been vaporized on the spot. 2 security officers reached for me, but Sorel spoke again, her tone sharp. "Do not touch him." The officers froze. I stood on shaking legs as the entire galactic concord stared. My mind raced. Had I committed some unspeakable cultural violation? Was attraction an insult? A threat? I'm sorry," I stammered aloud, my voice barely audible. "I didn't mean to." She tilted her head, studying me with unsettling intensity. "You did not intend to project," she said. "Yet you did." Fascinating. Murmurs rippled through the hall. Several non-human delegates exchanged startled glances. One of the crystalline beings began emitting rapid flashes of light. Alarm, maybe. Sorel descended from the platform and approached me slowly. With each step, I felt pressure in my skull, as if my thoughts were being gently unfolded. "That thought," she continued, "was unfiltered, unshielded, pure." She stopped just inches from me. "Do humans often think such things so openly?" My mouth went dry.
No.
I mean, yes, sometimes, but not like this. This was an accident. For a long moment, she said nothing. Then, to the shock of everyone present, she laughed. It wasn't mocking. It wasn't cruel. It was warm, melodic, and utterly unexpected. An untrained species, she said, amusement rippling through her voice, with dormant empathic potential strong enough to breach a Concorde relay. The hall erupted into chaos. Delegates shouted, translators scrambled, and Earth's ambassador looked like he was on the verge of fainting. Sarel raised her hand again, silencing the noise. This changes things. She turned to the assembly. For cycles, we believed humanity to be psionically deaf, isolated minds, incapable of resonance. Her eyes flicked back to me. We were wrong. I felt exposed, like my skull was made of glass. Later, in a private chamber overlooking the stars, Sarel and I sat across from each other. No guards. No cameras. Just the quiet hum of the station. You are frightened, she observed gently. Terrified, I admitted. Her expression softened. On my world, she said, such a thought is sacred. To perceive another as beautiful is to acknowledge the harmony of their existence. I blinked. So, I didn't offend you. You honored me, she replied. Unintentionally, but sincerely. She explained then what the Concorde had long hidden. Psionic species evolved emotional filters to survive. Unfiltered thoughts were dangerous, overwhelming. Humanity's lack of natural psionic ability had shielded us, until now. Your species is awakening, Sarel said. And when it does, the galaxy will feel it. What happens to me? I asked quietly. She smiled, a subtle shift of light and shadow. You become proof. The official announcement came days later. Humanity wasn't just admitted to the Concorde. We were designated a resonant species, capable of emotional synchronization unlike any other. As for me, I was reassigned, not punished.
Trained.
Sarel became my mentor, teaching me how to shield, how to listen, how to speak without words. Our sessions were intense, intimate in ways language couldn't describe. She never let me forget that first moment. You spoke from truth, she would say. Never lose that. Months later, as I stood beside her addressing the Concorde once more, I felt my thoughts steady, controlled. But when she glanced at me and smiled, one unguarded thought slipped through the carefully built walls of my mind. I'm glad I said it. This time, she didn't act surprised. She simply smiled wider, and the galaxy listened.